Hey guys, Ryan here. 3 quick ways to improve your guitar solos. That's what we're talking about today. So if you haven't done so already, go ahead and click subscribe below. We have just passed 100 subscribers. We thank everybody that has gone ahead and subscribed. We really do appreciate it. If you haven't done it, it's real easy. All you have to do is move your mouse over the word subscribe and click and you're there. So, let's get to it. Number 1. Less is more. I'm sure that you've heard this phrase 1,000 times before. Everybody has. Unfortunately, very few people actually practice this. So the idea is that when you play less, you create more space. And this space allows the notes that you do play to be much more powerful and to have a voice of their own. So the people that are listening, the audience members, or even your band members that you're playing with, your other musicians, they're able to follow these notes more. They're able to kind of follow along with what's happening. Imagine if you're listening to somebody talk and that person is just rambling on. You're going to have a hard time following what they're trying to say. You're not going to be able to comprehend what's going on. You're not going to be able to come up with your own ideas on how to respond. You're just kind of there. So music is the same way. You want to be very selective over what you play and really let the space of the music kind of dictate what you play as a guitar player. Well, that leads us to number 2, and that's playing what the song needs. So if you can't add anything to the song, you shouldn't play anything at all. Not every song needs a guitar solo. And the guitar solos that you do play, they don't always have to be super flashy or super shred mode or anything like that. There's a time and place for those things, and it's recognizing where those places are that make the good musicians. Some of the best musicians I've ever heard, some of the best guitar players I've ever heard, play very little, but what they do play is just massive, and it just grabs your attention. And they're able to do these little things while they're playing that really add to the song. They emphasize the lyrics through their instrument, or they emphasize what the drums or the bass are doing through their guitar playing. That makes a good musician. So that's number 2. That's playing what the song needs and only playing to add to the song, add to the music. Kind of think of everything as a whole at that point. You're not picking things apart. You're trying to add to the music rather than take anything away. And that leads us to number 3 now. So number 3 is something that I think is pretty important, and that's playing to impress people. So we've all been there before on stage, and the other musicians walk in the door and they're watching you, and suddenly you feel like you have to up your game, and you say, "Oh, I'm gonna play this new lick that I just learned," or I'm gonna try this new fancy thing, or I'm gonna get weird on this and play something ridiculous. 9 times out of 10, what happens is you fail. It's a big fail. You just fall flat on your face with that lick. So, it's very easy to fix this problem. Just don't do it. Just play what you want to play. Play what you think sounds good. Play what fits into the music. Play what works. Don't play to impress anybody else that's out there. The people that are listening to you, the audience members, your other bandmates, other musicians that are out in the audience, they're going to know a good band versus a bad band. Whether they want to admit it or not, they're going to know if you're good or bad. You don't have to impress anybody. The only person you should try and impress is yourself. So that pretty much wraps everything up. Those are 3 things that you can do to help improve your playing. I remind myself of these things all the time. I'm constantly having to say, "Hey, Ryan, play less," or "only play what the song needs," or "don't play to try and impress so-and-so that's listening to you right now," or, those kind of things. You just have to be very conscious of what you're playing and really make sure that what you're playing is musical and not just noise. One thing that I tell myself, it's kind of a bonus thing here, is play the music, not the notes. So I hope this was helpful. I hope you enjoyed what we talked about here today. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and do it. Leave us a like, drop us a comment, let us know what you think. What are some of your ideas on improving your guitar soloing? So we will catch you next time.